Yeah.
Yes, the second hour of Wake Up Nigeria on a Friday is always one to look out for.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's that hour we put so much painstaking attention into every single week, and when it gets here, we're always
yeah.
ready to go.
There's this energy build-up that Mazino has, and we're trying to just keep him calm. But rest assured, don't worry, you won't be disappointed. We made it really easy for you to have a feast of fantastic experiences.
That's the word. Yes, indeed. We're not letting you end your week on a downer. No, siree. We are taking things up a notch, and we draw the curtains on a very fulfilling week since.
It has actually been quite fulfilling,
yes,
and it's a great way to round it off because it's game day, and we understand why you love this hour. It's the most exciting hour of the week for us as well. Thanks so much for watching, commenting, being a part of the games last week.
Yeah, you weren't here last week. We had to jump. Thank goodness you weren't here because I don't know how high you feel.
Funny enough, my jumping game is not bad.
Really?
Yeah. You guys would have been surprised.
We'll set up a game just for you next time.
You would have been surprised.
Don't worry, guys.
Just don't let my doctor watch that episode.
We won't let you guys wait too long for that final bit. We all know that you love the games and you're waiting for it, so you'll have your, you'll have your pleasures. My name is Mazino Appeal.
And I'm Titilaya Oni. So please make sure you stay right there. This is the Weekend Starter edition, and we have that refreshing breeze on a hot summer's evening. Or summer's morning.
More like a cool shade under Lagos sun. Remember, you can stream the show live if you have to move. TVCentertainment.tv to where to go, and on Facebook as well. TVC Connect is the handle. We also look forward to your comments on social media. Please keep them coming. We love them. We love to connect with you guys.
Yes, indeed. You know I'm back at TT the Dynamite, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I got my page back, just so you know. We are on social media platforms. All of them are available for you. And, of course, you can download our app for Android and iOS. Yeah, so there was this video making the rounds where there's, you know how there are weddings every weekend in
the traditional wedding video.
Was it traditional?
It was traditional. It was in Ughelli.
Oh, okay.
It was a Delton wedding.
So, for some reason, the bride was just completely ignoring the groom. He was trying to talk to her, and then she literally didn't even look at him. She just kept fanning herself. And there's just been so much speculation over what the problem could have been.
Or what kind of marriage that will be eventually.
No. Marriage is, marriage is what you put into it. But I'm talking that particular day. What was making her look so upset? So the speculation has gone, there's different polls now. Could it be that maybe the ex-girlfriend of the groom
is in the audience,
was in the crowd? Could it be that maybe the caterer hadn't shown up?
There are many things that could go wrong on your wedding, and I dare say that every bride has experienced that on their wedding day. My wife cried on our wedding day. Yeah, I mean, Winfrey's gonna throw a fit.
Oh, you just threw a fit just now at me. Yeah,
on her
we told you he was over-enthusiastic today.
Why did you, let's just get the guest number. What's that?
No, but what do you think it could be?
Why should I be thinking for them?
Don't worry, it'll happen to you too.
Well, I think what caught my attention the most is the fact, what Mazino said, and how a lot of people are talking about how, okay, fine, that singular act shows that, oh, the marriage is going to be hot. And I'm like, I don't understand. So because it's the wedding day, she can't get upset. And someone literally said that she could have kept her anger.
Really?
No.
Why?
I just know that no matter whatever the reason, that night it will not pass.
Yeah.
You
can't
say so.
That's what I think.
You can't say so.
No, that's what I think.
Back and forth for anyway.
To be honest.
But it didn't make for a good watch.
Yeah, it was interesting.
That's all
but then again, to be honest, though, maybe maybe she didn't hear him.
No, they shouldn't. Please, stop being the devil's advocate.
Okay, or maybe the mother-in-law had come to whisper something, and she wanted to know what that thing was, and he didn't
Did
tell
anything
her.
close happen to you on your wedding day?
There's so much happened on my wedding day. So first of all, the bridal car didn't show up.
Oh, that's enough
So
already.
so I was downstairs at the door of the hotel with the bouquet, people taking pictures, and I'm looking for the car.
Kind of like, okay, where's
No
this?
car.
But
Goodness me! So it was the groom's car that had to come back to pick me. I guess where he was.
Where?
Queuing for fuel.
Oh. Sorry. So, Winfrey, don't worry. Everything's going to be fine.
I personally
Just
don't
calm
plan
down.
to throw a fit.
Nobody
I know, definitely. But what I know is that a lot of pressure will come from everywhere. So I'll just try to just keep myself in check. I don't plan to stress myself.
On the wedding. People that do chill weddings, they don't have just...
You know what? May it be nice and sunny on your wedding day. Speaking of the sun, let's find out what the weather's going to be like.
It's still Wake Up Nigeria, and we're back in the kitchen with Chef Blossom. And today we're making concoction rice, okay? So earlier she was actually showing us a thing or two about how to make this recipe on point. So what have we done so far?
So I would like to call it premium concoction rice.
Sorry. Not luxury concoction rice.
A lot of people don't really go all the way.
Not luxury. Oh, luxury.
Yes,
okay.
not classy.
All right, no problem. Not minimal, not premium any longer,
yes,
but luxury
yes.
concoction rice. Okay, that's great. So, I mean, we're frying the onions. I noticed that we have some more ingredients. Can you now put us through all of this?
Okay, so,
Again?
like I said earlier, we'll leave our onions to fry for, say, 1 minute to 2 minutes. So then we'll toss in our tomatoes next. Okay, we can do that now.
Now, So why don't you like to blend? Why would you rather chop it in than blend it?
Yes, because of the recipe.
Okay.
Like, you don't need to have it. If you blend it, that's like making
Jollof
rice.
So. Okay, true, Sha.
Yes.
So you still want those chunks in there?
Yes, I want to see the whole vegetables in it.
Nice. I know my mom says when you're cooking something like tomato with like some rice and it's not blended, you put it in last. If not, it will just dissolve.
That's why I said we'll fry. We'll really fry the tomatoes.
Okay.
You know, and if you notice, it's not like
the
I
chunks
chopped
are,
it. Yes.
Okay, yeah, the chunks are big.
Yes.
So oh, that's nice. So you were giving me, you were asking me earlier to smell something. So now she has a secret to marinating chicken. So now tell us.
Okay, so I marinated my chicken last night with a bit of sesame oil and then dark soy sauce.
Okay.
And the reason is because I want the flavor to go into the chicken. That's for orobo, like the hard chicken. You don't do that for soft. You can do it for soft chicken if you want, but I did it majorly because this chicken is really hard, and I want to have
flavor.
The flavor absorb, like going into.
So that's a quick hack, right? Because I mean, we hear people say they marinate their chicken for weeks.
Weeks, yes.
And all of that, and I'm wondering how. Do you understand? Are you planning your meal for like 2 months?
I do that too.
So, oh, okay.
I could marinate for, let's say, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Put it in the fridge. You know, it helps, and it's, you know, when you start cooking it, it helps done fast.
Oh,
you know, you don't have to cook
for a long time.
Yeah, especially when it's this particular type of chicken. Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, so we just learned a quick tip in marinating chicken. You have some sesame oil, a little bit of soy sauce, and maybe white vinegar?
White vinegar, yes.
White vinegar.
For your hot chicken.
No, for your hot chicken, yes, so that all the flavors will go in if you don't have enough time to marinate for a long time. So now let's go over the ingredients for this premium concoction rice again.
Luxury.
Luxury.
Okay, so we have parboiled rice. Earlier it wasn't parboiled.
Yes.
But like I said, you could parboil or you could just wash with salt and it's fine. So we have our parboiled rice, our smoked Titus fish. Original. Mackerel.
Premium Titus fish.
So we have our blended crayfish, our mashed seasoning cube. Then we have our salt to taste. Then we have our stock water from the marinated chicken.
Yes.
You might not, it's not necessary to use chicken. You can just go all in. Then we have our sliced onions. Then our roughly blended peppers. Then this is what you don't want to
Okay, from that. Yes, okay, thank you so much. So right now we're going on a quick break, and when we come back, I'm sure all of this will be ready and good to go. All right, so let's take a quick break. When we return, Wake Up Nigeria continues. Welcome back. You're still watching Wake Up Nigeria. It's about time for things to get a little bit steamy. I have here with me Chef Blossom.
Hey.
Thank you so much for joining us here today. So I see a whole lot of things that I like to see in the kitchen. Can you now tell us what we're actually making today?
Okay, we're having simple smoked rice. Rice, yes.
I mean, it's a Friday, so it goes with vibe. Okay, so now tell me about this dish.
Easy, and you might like to call it concussion.
Okay.
So we have our Titus fish. They call it eja. I don't know what they call it. I know there's this name.
Mackerel?
Yes, mackerel, yes. The original one.
Yes, the original one, okay.
So we have our blended crayfish, our mashed seasoning cubes, some salt to taste. Then we have our rice, then our chopped onions, sliced onions, sorry. Then our tomatoes and vegetable oil.
Okay, what is this herb I see here?
Parsley.
Parsley,
yeah,
awesome.
Just to garnish.
Just to garnish, nice. Okay, I mean, I love herbs in my food. I think it literally just takes it to a totally different level. So for this particular meal, is there any tip? Is there anything particular we should be doing to make sure it doesn't go wrong?
Yes. Some persons might say the onions look so much. For this recipe, I like to use lots of onions.
Okay, why?
Because it gives it this, it helps dense the pepper, the heat in the food, So I have my pepper, I'm going to blend it, so we'll have our pepper also to go with. I'm using Scotch bonnet.
Okay.
Atarodo, like you know it.
Yes.
Then there's nothing different, just the normal. Some persons don't use tomatoes for their concussion rice.
Yes. They just go
all in with pepper, onions.
Are you serious? Yes. Wow. Okay, this is definitely a budget-friendly meal, right? As I can see, because I mean, the ingredients are not so much, and it still looks really healthy. I mean, we have vegetables, we have parsley, we have mackerel, and some chicken came out. Why
some
did you
marinated chicken.
Okay, what's the plan? This has taken the budget up. So what's the plan?
So you might decide not to use the chicken if you don't want to go extra. The chicken just to garnish, just to make it look on
I'll be on the side rather.
Yes,
you know how we like. You know, Nigerians, I don't know why we can't eat food without meat.
Yes.
It confuses me. But there's fish here, but no, it's not the same thing.
The fish is to be smashed.
It's to be smashed inside. Okay. So now can you run us through like the procedure?
Okay, first we'll have our vegetable oil go in. Then we'll have it heated up for a bit. Then we'll toss in our onions, our sliced onions. We'll fry for like, say, 2 minutes. We'll allow the whole heat go into the oil. And then the tomatoes goes in. I'm going to chop the tomatoes.
Chop it up. Okay.
Goes in, and then we'll fry. Allow it to get dry for a bit. Then we'll leave that. We'll add our seasoning, mashed seasoning cubes in it to taste. And then add our crayfish. Just fry, basically. Then the pepper goes in last. So we'll retain the freshness in the heat. Then if we're going to be, since we're using our chicken, we'll have the stock water go in. Then we'll allow it to boil and some water to cook the rice. For this recipe, I'll be parboiling the rice. You might not want to parboil, you might just wash with salt. It's fine. Then once the rice is done, you taste for salt. If you have any need to add salt, you add them. Then you put your
mashed mackerel to fuse it all together. Okay, so while we allow Chef Blossom to get into all of that preparation, we definitely have Mazino on the couch with some very interesting conversations. Let's check that out.
Well, thank you very much, Winfrey. For a moment there, I was a bit distracted by you, actually, Winfrey. Chef Blossom, you're great too. But fantastic stuff this morning. Hey, so today, we have with us a very, very interesting guest. We have multiple award-winning creative film maker, actor, writer, and also publisher Okechukwu Ejiofor in the studio here with us. He's more known for the groundbreaking 1992 Nollywood movie Living in Bondage and Nneka the Pretty Serpent. So when you hear movies like that, of course you know who to expect. He has a long resume. He's been in the business for a very long time. He's worked on several television soap operas and also plenty of series as well. You are welcome. So good to have you here, Mr. Okechukwu Ejiofor. It's fantastic to be in your presence now. You are a part of my childhood. You scared me with Nneka the Pretty Serpent. You gave us something to also think about with Living in Bondage. And we're going to talk about your current project even right now. But welcome, first of all. Good to have you here.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
First off, how can you be so talented? Let me start. Because it's one thing to make movies. It's another thing to make movies that resonate through the ages, movies that people want to make remakes of. How do you do that?
Well, I must thank God. Creativity is from God. It's given. It's not. I'm not sure people go to school to learn how to be creative. But God himself is a creative person.
Yes,
and the Bible tells us that he created all of us in his own image and after his own likeness, meaning that he wants us to be exactly like him.
True.
And the first attribute of God being creativity, it's what all of us should have. I am thanking him that I'm blessed to be a creative person.
Very true. Now, you're an actor yourself.
Yes, I do.
But I think it's the bigger part of you is the fact that you're able to put together these epic movies. How does it weigh for you? Which one are you the most? Are you an actor or are you a producer or a director? Which comes first?
I think I'm a storyteller.
Storyteller.
Whether I am acting or writing or publishing books or creating stories, all I do is write.
But do people know that this is the man behind those big stories?
They don't.
They don't know, and how does that make you feel?
They don't know because I think the reason is because I am a very private person. I am seldom celebrated, and I don't seek for my own. I don't run around looking for relevance. I believe that God, in His own time, will make all things beautiful, and that's why I'm here. I'm
going to get you a T-shirt that says, "I produced living in bondage and neck at the pretty serpents." That's what I'm going to do for you, because people have to know this gentleman here.
Thank you.
Apart from that, there are also very, very big projects that you're doing, which we're going to talk about. But first, let's check out a video here of one of Mr. Ejiofor's works. And when we get back, we're going to be talking about that new project, which is Amina, the movie, which is fantastic. It's big. We'll be right back. Check this out, some of his efforts.
Way back 1995.
That was Brotherhood of Darkness.
Yes.
Why is it that most of your movies seem to have that dark theme?
Because life is dark itself. And then, except you're in the light, you will continue to remain in the darkness. But what we do as people in the light is to expose this darkness everywhere we can find it. So, you know, there's a way that bad news sells. So when you give your title, certain titles to a movie, it attracts attention and people want to gravitate towards it to see. Okay. And then in coming to it, you reveal what you want to reveal.
Nice, interesting. Now, I can't wait. I actually can't wait. I'm sure Mike as well can't wait to actually see this one. Your latest project, which is Amina, the movie. First off, I know that it didn't start yesterday. You told me that this movie has been, what, 6 years in the making? No, 25 years in the making. Tell us about that.
Okay, fine. In 1996, the then First Lady, Mariam Abacha, returned from Beijing conference in China. And then the presidency published a document in the public domain, and they were asking for a film and a book in order to drive affirmative attention towards the girl child and women empowerment. So I wrote them a proposal and sought to see them. And my proposal was on the Queen Amina, because I think that she is one of the greatest woman who has ever ruled on the continent of Africa. So I wrote to them and they invited me to come over. And then we met and they said to me, Amina is a very controversial figure. And so for you to make a film out of her, you have to bring a research that harmonizes all the aspects of all the disparities about her life and times. So, but they were not going to give me any money.
We're seeing visuals of it now, and I'm sure that this is no small feat. This must have taken plenty of years to put together. You said you started shooting in 2015.
2015 and ended 2016. Then post-production began, and then up to 2019. And today we have a film that is on Netflix.
Wow. Okay, let's see the down my back. Seriously, how did you get such epic texture? That feel? I don't know how to explain it.
That's why it took some time. It took time, it took money.
Were there that many horses and people?
Yes. We had over 1,000 soldiers. And then we housed them for about 6 months.
Wow.
In Jos. We trained them. These are...
Who's bankrolling you?
That's why this story has taken quite a lot of time. I didn't have all the resources I needed since 25 years ago when I wanted to make the film. So I kept waiting for money, and every door I knocked closed until recently the Bank of Industry opened their doors and said they wanted to give loans to people. But yes, they gave us quite some money. But
you've also got some very interesting actors in there as well. Very, very talented Nigerian actors, and it is no small feat to put together something of that magnitude, Mr. Oke.
Training.
You are a fantastic filmmaker. Your works will always continue to resonate throughout the ages. I am so privileged to be the one who's actually sitting down here talking to you about this movie, and I can't wait to see Amina the movie. In fact, I'm doing that right after the show today. It's on Netflix, by the way, and by the way, we know that's big money. Is your Benz outside?
Well, there's no Benz parked outside, but it's about a choice. I can as well park as many vehicles I want outside, but that's not my priority.
It's okay. Thank you very much for joining us today on
Thank
Wake
you.
Up Nigeria.
Thank you for having me.
We are definitely all going to see the movie, and I also hope that everybody out there actually sees it as well, if you can, this weekend, because it's a fantastic movie, as you can see already. It's going to be epic. Thank you once again. Do stay tuned. It's still Wake Up Nigeria here, and we'll be right back to speak with him. But there's something about the texture of that movie that I really like, and I can't wait to see. There's some epicness, if that's the word.
And then I think the soundtrack also helps. The soundtrack for the trailer, in the very least. Hopefully it is continued in the movie.
Yeah.
But you know, there's something about the combination of really good visuals, great cinematography, and an amazing soundtrack that just draw you in. So even though you don't know the history of Queen Amina, you want to find out.
Yeah, there's something he said that I really appreciated. He said research for this started 25 years ago.
Yeah.
He started shooting in 2015, and post-production ended or started in 2019. So there's a lot of work that obviously is going into it.
Yeah.
It's going to be very, very big. It's on Netflix already, and this is definitely what I'm going to be seeing tonight with my wife. I love the visuals. I can see some really great actors there, quite reminiscent of Kannywood. But no, it's not Kannywood. This is an independent production by Oke Ogunjefo, and it looks good. There's something about the camera angles where
that's proper cinematography. So you know when you have a great director who is actually
Izo Chukwu, by the way.
Yes.
Izo Chukwu. Yeah.
When you have a great cinematographer, when you have a great director, someone who understands how to frame a proper shot, he's not going to stop until he gets that shot. Look at this shot, for instance. Look at how she's riding straight ahead. You know, there's always a possibility you could have had in a less produced movie, the horse veering off to one side or the other. But that was a beautiful shot right there. It's not easy to get shots like this.
I'm going to be asking Winfrey to take a sit because she's going to join us very soon for the movie. So she's going to be joining us because we have her take on one of the movies we need to talk about as well. But this one's fantastic. Absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. Alrighty, so hey, let's now. Okay.
If there's ever to be like an African Game of Thrones,
for instance, that would be what it should look like.
It kind of gives you a mindset of how it should begin to play out.
Alrighty now, so earlier we talked about Carnage, or rather Venom, Let There Be Carnage, and I really wanted to get Winfrey's take on that one from before, because this is it. Now, Mike doesn't really have it all together for this one, but personally, I said to Mike yesterday, I said, Mike, what were you expecting? If you've seen the animation, which is Spider-Man Sins of Fathers, or if you've read the comic book itself, which was the edition with Sins of Fathers, you'd realize that this was more like, it was kind of like what they were going for. It's a dialogue between Eddie Brock and Venom, and that's the predominant part of the movie. The first 30 minutes of it, well, a bit too fast-paced and everything. You're kind of like expecting it to slow down, and then the dialogue between the two of them takes on the rest of the movie. But I think you have to look at it with some comical element. If you are, let your little child inside of you come out and enjoy it. Don't go looking for some Marvel type instance here. It's a Marvel movie, or they're trying to connect some Marvel movies to it, but don't expect too much. But Winfrey, please, be kind. What did you think of Venom, Let There Be Carnage? Thank you! Okay.
So there's...
Okay,
she said she loves it.
Yeah, we couldn't hear you there, but Winfrey said that she absolutely loved it, that it was fantastic, which is grand. But tell you what we're going to do, Winfrey? Yeah. We're going to let you have that take, definitely.
Yeah. So I was going to say, you know, she said she really loves it, and there's a reason for that, because they're trying to stick to the storyline. They're not veering off to try and get some kind of suspense in there. They're sticking with what is actually apparent in the comics, which is really good for all the lovers of comics who grew up with that particular character. Let's, at this point, take a special moment to give a birthday shout-out, people.
All right, you're welcome. Friday edition here, never complete without games. And, of course, today is...
Game Day!
Thank you very much, Sissy.
You're welcome.
When you're not here, they just messed it up. That's the thing. What's Winfrey?
I literally was about to say we missed you last
Winfrey was messing it up. But it's all good. So today we're playing Wishing Cup. It's kind of like wishing well, but only this time Wishing Cup. Now, the idea is we're going to have our contestants, and of course, Azina is joining us here today on the games. We are going to be having our contestants try to put or throw pencils into our little mug we have on our center table here. At the end of which, the person with the least number of pencils inside of the cup gets to either chew one whole cola nut, and you know that it's very, very bitter. Mike, would you please show our cola nuts, please, if you don't mind? Show them our cola nuts.
They want to see
Yes. Thank you. Mike, pick this thing up. Cola nuts, in any case, you know what it is. Yes, if you either chew that or you do something absolutely silly, which Mike is going to be telling us exactly what we might do if you're not going to chew cola nuts. So I'm going to just give you guys, can you just pass this all the way? That's 5 for... 5 in case you need to break it. 5 for Zena. 5 for Titi. And 5 for you.
Thank you.
Alrighty. These are just contingents. Okay, let me just give you guys one more issue.
It's not going to go around.
Go, don't worry.
Pass it down.
It will.
I want yellow.
It will. It will. Okay, Mike.
No, I want pink.
Oh, come make up your mind, Titi. All right. Are you guys ready? So first off, who wants to go first? Mike, do you want to go first?
You just go like this.
All right.
Why does he have to go like this? Be our guest. I mean,
Yes,
you are our guest.
Azina?
you go.
No.
Let's have it for Azina.
You guys in the house.
I want to see what you guys do
Winfrey, you go first.
Titi, didn't play games last
One
week.
of the two of you.
Yeah,
Don't move any closer.
I don't understand.
Red Ranger. Red Ranger.
I have
All
a
right,
huge
we've got very
seat,
little
so I
time.
don't-
All right, try and get it. It's very easy, Titi. You saw me do it from before. Okay, Titi, you're going strong for... You probably are definitely going to be eating cola nuts. Titi, this is easy. Titi, focus. You've got 3 more, Titi.
Focus.
Almost,
Oh,
Titi.
that
That doesn't count. No, it doesn't count.
Shoot down.
Definitely. Nice.
Yay!
Nice, Titi. Make sure this one goes in.
No.
So, Titi, you're in for it.
Despite all my color coding.
Your score is 1. Mike, you go next.
Okay.
Mike, please. Oh, no, Mike. Come on, Mike. You can do this.
None.
Mike,
None.
slow down, Mike, slow down. Mike, wait, slow down. You're rushing.
None.
Nice.
Oh,
1-1.
No more.
1-1.
No.
It's a tie.
No.
Okay, you guys 1-1. Azina,
All of that hits is on
all you need to do is get 2, and you're not eating cola nuts. Azina.
Oh my God.
Azina,
let you
use
flip
that
it.
part. It's
Yeah.
better. It's heavier.
Wow.
Yeah, exactly. Try, Azina.
Like a javelin.
Wow.
Azina, come on, Azina. If you don't get it, you're eating 2 cola
Please.
nuts.
Please.
Azina, come on. I'm rooting for you. I'm rooting for you.
Yeah,
I'm rooting for you.
Winfrey, drag that in.
No.
Come on, Azina. You've got 3 more tries.
Come on,
3 more tries.
Come on.
Please don't disgrace
Mike,
me.
why do you have pencils in your hand?
Azina, 2 more tries.
Yeah, I don't know three.
Funny.
Azina, go. Azina, go. Azina, go.
Oh,
Azina, one more.
One more.
Don't worry. The game is not yet over. Somebody might get 0.
Yeah.
All right.
So
The princess herself.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
Be on my,
I'm calling my sisters.
on my
Wait. Why does that actually look natural to you? Please let me move away.
Oh, yeah, always,
Give me one
no time.
Take now.
Enough pageantry, beauty pageant
Take
queen.
this one, give me one blue. Take this one. So I have many yellow.
From your hand. That means you
Please,
get
be on my team.
All right, go.
This one is having me. You will get out.
Nothing.
You will get minus.
Nothing.
Mazi, I don't need your voice.
Okay, sorry.
I don't need your commentary.
Mike, help me comment on
You will
this.
get minus.
Are you sure you don't need me? Carry on. Go on, you can do this with.
Yellow, she leans too far forward.
Wow.
Don't worry,
Yellow
don't
Ranger,
worry.
she's
So it's almost a tie here between
No,
you.
just enter, don't put your this like this. Just do it like this.
I just
This is it.
Hands now.
All right, wait for you. You've got 3 more tries.
Let's do this for you. Your head. Why are we putting my
He moved the cup.
Winfrey,
He moved the cup.
Winfrey.
Move it back.
Come on, Winfrey.
That
Come
was
on,
nonsense.
come on, girl.
That's where it was.
That was the middle of the table.
Winfrey, we're almost done with the show.
Winfrey, go, girl, go. Come on, come on.
Oh.
Let's move this couple, yeah?
Winfrey.
Because
We're almost out of time, Winfrey. You have a timeline.
Don't worry, you're on my team.
I just go.
Winfrey, Winfrey, go.
Really? I really do not want that cola nut.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
Go on, go on.
bent?
Forget about the aerodynamics. Do this thing.
Well done. Let's go 3-3. Shout out.
Everybody actually hard word.
We have to give our guests another
Oh my
fighting
God.
chance.
Thank
A
you this time around.
fighting chance.
I think 2 is
A
fine.
fighting chance. Come on, here you
Give me
go.
2. But come
Here
to
you
think
go.
of it, the table is
You are
very
gonna get
fast.
3. You're gonna get
Yeah,
four.
that's true.
You're gonna get 4. You're gonna get 4.
That's true.
Mike,
That's
stop
true.
Mike, you have 2 of
What's true?
All right, so right now,
Mike, we're showing 2, not 3.
I'm giving you a chance. I'm
Okay.
giving you a chance, so you have
Okay.
to. You are the one who's supposed, who's in line for Kula Nut right
You
now,
have
but I want you to
long
win.
hands. Use them,
All right.
sister.
See where we
Go,
go.
Azina. One more or 2 more.
Okay.
Yay, right now
Okay,
I'm using my
Go,
long
go.
hand.
Okay.
You gotta enter the cup.
No. Come on.
Okay.
Come
my God.
on.
Calm down. Calm down.
Okay, sorry, not this.
That's what
Mike.
I'm talking about.
I think 2 is
So-
okay.
It's all right.
Listen,
That was actually very
Azina is the winner.
Oh, yeah.
No, Azina gets to choose which one of you.
Okay.
It's
Oh,
Kula
no.
Nut. Everybody got one each. Azina. All right, you guys pitch.
Who is
What's your
eating Kula Nut?
manifesto? Your manifesto.
Girl power.
Okay.
Mike,
I don't know
what's your
why you're looking at.
manifesto?
Oh,
Girl power.
Okay, okay.
There's no
Wait, because she's
manifesto.
putting on yellow and she's bright, so she can actually eat the coconut.
This one is champion.
no problem. Bring it.
Listen,
It's 2. It's 2. You're supposed to eat 2.
Nobody's too.
This girl is, she's street.
I can even eat it with the back. He wants it with the back.
Half of it, more than half
She's
of
eating
it.
the whole thing, 2.
Wow.
Oh.
Oh my
And you don't even.
Are you human?
They said 2. They said 2. 2. 2.
No,
2.
it's
No,
okay.
no, it's
It's
okay.
okay.
For my liver.
Why you want her?
Winfrey, so listen, okay. Let's say you guys who the winner is.
I cringe.
Let's say you guys who the winner is. All right. Now, first of all, I'd like to say, I'd like to say, our winner for pencil tossing is actually Azina. But today, I am going to award Winfrey the winner because she is the champion for having eaten that horrible thing.
Oh my
you
God.
are our honorary winner.
Oh my God.
Anytime they are
I don't think she'll be able to talk for the rest of the show.
You know, it's actually affecting me. I can't think straight.
You guys, come on, let's go over to
Really?
the kitchen, shall
But
we?
really,
Azina, you can
let's
join
go,
us.
Azina. Let's
All
go.
ladies, come on,
Let's take
go.
a stroll. Let's take a stroll. Goodness me.
You're joining, aren't you? Go on, go on.
Here you
Join
go.
us.
Okay.
Azina,
Don't worry, I'll get
right here.
You.
Oh my gosh. Winfrey, you are epic. You know that, right? She's not even doing like, no. Okay.
Hold on, let the camera go.
So let's talk about this then. Yeah, this. This then. I said this then, not this thing. What's the meal?
Concussion rice.
Concussion rice. Okay,
Yes.
okay.
Smoked fish concussion rice.
Okay, okay.
So we
Smoked
have
fish.
To some people.
smoked
Fantastic.
mackerel.
Fantastic.
Serious.
So the concussion so the concussion is filled with what? What are the concussionists?
Okay, we have our crayfish, a breaded crayfish. We have our chopped tomatoes.
Okay.
And then some blended pepper as well, fresh pepper.
Oh,
So we have also our, what else?
All right.
Vegetable oil.
Ooh.
Just
All right, Azina.
onion.
As our winner for today's games, please have a taste and tell us what you think.
You better enjoy that.
Yeah!
You better.
I have to.
Oh my gosh! Can somebody get a soft drink for this girl? She needs something to sweeten her. But thank you so much. Thank you so much. For
Thank
sharing
you.
your
Thank you.
Today, we've had an amazing show, but we've been having great shows throughout the week. We appreciate each and every guest that's been here, and of course, all the crew, everyone who put an effort into making this week possible. We will be back on Monday morning from 7 a.m., but we have our wise gentleman on the couch.
Yes.
Any wisdom for us?
I have one for you guys. First of all, this is very easy. Secondly,
that you are not going to enter there.
We are nothing but pencil.
Yesterday, no, yes. I'm one on my page, Niger Film. You just come. If you're actor, dancer, or singer, we are nothing but pencils.
We are nothing but pencils in the hand of the creator. Oh, goodness me, what wisdom. Have a great day, everyone.
Eat a bitter cola today.